in our first chapter, Healthcare Canada. The second point is responsibility of federal government. Federal government simply means Health Canada. Sometimes in exam they interchange this word. They ask what Health Canada do, they may ask what federal government do. So for exam point of view, what I remember is federal government means Health Canada. It does 5 important things, which is responsible for 5 important things. First, it regulates new drug approval, manufacturing, Canada Health Act, Controlled Drug Substance Act, food, consumer product, pharmaceuticals, cosmetics, chemicals, pesticides, medical devices, radiation emitting devices like cell phones. So everything available to use in Canada, it is approved and regulated by federal government. Second is leadership and coordination role, means health promotion and technical assessments. Third is fiscal rule. Fiscal means transfer of funds, means it provide fund to provincial and territorial government. Fourth responsibility is it provide federal drug benefit program to 5 peoples. Inmates means prisoners. Second, First Nation. Third, veterans. Fourth, members of Royal Canadian Mounted Police RCMP which are not retired. Fifth is refugee. To remember this, there is a mnemonic RR-WIN: refugees, RCMP, veterans, inmates, and natives. Fifth important responsibility is tax support for health related cost, like tax credit for disability, medical expenses, caregivers and disabled dependent, tax rebates to public institution for health services, deduction for private health insurance premium for the self-employed. Now we will go to Canada Healthcare System website and we will read about federal government responsibilities. So the federal government is responsible for setting and administering national standards for the healthcare system through the Canadian Health Act. We will learn Canadian Health Act later in this more session. Providing funding, support for provincial and territorial healthcare system, supporting the delivery for healthcare services to a specific group, provide other health related functions. Now what are a specific group? They are First Nation, Inuits, Canadian Forces, veterans, inmates, refugees, which I told you are RR-WIN. What are other health related functions? So other health related functions is they are responsible for the regulation of product such as food, consumers product, pharmaceuticals, cosmetics, chemicals, pesticides, medical devices, radiation emitting devices like cell phones. Other federal support are health research, health promotion and protection, disease monitoring and prevention. Other than that, the government also provides tax support for health related costs like tax credit for disability, medical expenses, caregivers and disabled dependent, tax rebates and public institution for health services, deduction for private health insurance, premiums for the self-employed. So these are the responsibilities for federal government.